A wave of iGaming legalization is rolling across the globe. Brazil and terror individual US states. What was yesterday a gray field for quick profits is now becoming a regulated market with strict rules. How does this change the game for affiliate marketing? Which business models survive and where is the profit now? Today we have a guest who sees these processes from the inside on a global level. She leads at the affiliate network Inside. Please welcome Anna Kulesh. Hey Anna, I know
Hi.
that during such tectonic shifts in the market, the most important thing is to have a reliable partner with broad experience. You work worldwide, and I'm very interested to hear your perspective on how you and your partners are adapting to this new reality. Many don't fully understand the resale affiliate networks model. It sounds like you're selling just others' offers. What is your value for an affiliate in that chain?
Hi, Vasilii. Thank you for invitation. So let me explain how does it work. I would say that we work as a major traffic partner and we are trying to make sure that everything meets high standards. So on our side, we are looking for the best offer. We are trying to get special terms, which we can get thanks to our traffic volumes we have in the network. And this way, our partners, our webmasters, they are getting very good and profitable deals, and they're getting real benefits that they wouldn't get by working directly with an advertiser and with a brand. So as an affiliate network, we are making a good deal for our partners.
Yeah, that's clear. You mentioned a good deal and special benefits. So could you tell more about those deals and benefits?
Yeah, I would say that the main benefit is that we are covering almost worldwide GEOs. Now we have more than 80 countries available, and in general, it's more than 2,000 offers. So while if you work directly with advertiser, he will give you only one offer, and it might not perform well. Then you will need to waste your time for searching on for another offer and for negotiations. But when you work with an affiliate network, all the testing, all the searching is already done for you. So you save your time. You kind of skip this trial period and you are able to scale much faster. So we are also working with all traffic sources. While if you find an advertiser directly, he will not accept all traffic sources mostly. And when you're coming to the affiliate network, you're able to find offers for all traffic sources, all geos, as I have said, and it saves your time and you're able to get profitable deals now.
And what is the business model for resale affiliate network? What differs it from the direct advertiser, for example?
So our margin is spread between what the advertiser will pay to us and what we will pay to our webmaster. So the average range is between 5 to 15%. And we are trying to earn by this commission and by volume of traffic that we provide and our service.
Super, very interesting part about margin, but how do you keep your partners loyal?
Yeah, it's a very good question because nowadays on the market there are many projects like us and many affiliate networks. And the main thing you should always do, you should always keep is the individual approach. And this is the most important point that all networks mention, but not all of them are trying to keep it permanently. So I would say individual approach, quick responses. Our managers are available almost 24/7 because our market is very dynamic and you should be always able to adjust to new changes, new problems. So it's very important to be always available, to keep this individual approach. Also, we are trying to build kind of trust-based community. Our unique point, I would say, that we organize trips for our partners. And one of the last examples of the trip we did was in June, July, before the conference, before the event in Georgia. We organized a trip to the mountains, and it helps you to build this community, which is not only for work but also for fun, where you can relax and talk to like-minded people and do it together. So it also helps to keep this trust and loyalty from our partners. And I think other point is like gifts, private events, professional managers that we have. For us, it's mostly basic. So if you keep all of this, you will make your partners very loyal and trusted.
Sounds amazing. And my favorite question when I hear about huge activities or huge investments in loyalty, like in conferences, in meetups, in mountain trips, in gifts, and so on in a row. My favorite question here is how do you measure those activities? Because they cost, and sometimes they cost much. And I guess that potential margin can be lower in comparison what you invest in those activities. So how do you measure it, and why do you still think, if you measure, that it is so important and that is profitable or not?
Yes, it's a good question, and we have a specific system for measuring this kind of activities, such as conferences and events. What do we do? After 1 month, so this event happened, after 1 month, we calculate the profit we got during this 1 month. And then we calculate it one more time after 3 months. So the timeline we measure the profit is 4 months. And if after 4 months we see it didn't perform profitable for us, so we spend more than we received after the event, we will not repeat it again, or we will do it after 6 months. We will see maybe the profit increased, and then we will evaluate the results and see what potential we can have with making this kind of event again. So this done by our marketing mostly. We have numbers, everything is clear in our statistics. We see the volume of traffic we get from this partner who was on our event. And if he brings us more and more after all of these loyalty activities, of course, it makes sense to extend it and do it again.
Mm-hmm. So, and you measure just those affiliates, those partners which are connected to you through this event, like deals which you set up
Yes.
on this event, exactly. Okay, super. That's very interesting. Yeah.
I wanted to add, if we talk about kind of trips and private events, we measure only webmasters and partners. But if we talk about conferences, we measure which advertisers we bring, which kind of deals we bring, which potential these deals will have later on. So yeah, it depends.
What do you think? What percentage of those activities paid off? Like half of them, at least?
I would say 40-50%, yes. And now we need more time to evaluate and calculate our previous events. This year we have been to many conferences, and till the end of this year we will calculate all the profits and all the results we get. For now, what we can see that it's about 50%.
That's clear. And for sure, you're traveling around the globe. So probably some events are more profitable for you, like, for example, in Europe, and others are less, like in Asia, for example. Just an examples. Let me know your picture. Let me know your vision of those situations. What is the most profitable in part of GEOs?
For now, what we have already calculated is tier 1 GEOs are more profitable for us, the conferences that are happening there. But we are also considering local markets and local conferences. But as far as I know, there are not so many events happening for local brands where you can find them. I know the conference Spices, and everyone is saying it's very popular. It's amazing for local brands, but we couldn't attend it this year. I'm sure that we will do it maybe in the beginning of next year, and we will evaluate this one as well. But for now, I would say it's tier 1, and the most popular for us is IGB conferences. Sigma is very basic, but it's also good. So IGB, we see there a very good potential.
Nice, very interesting. And if you talk about local brands, so it's time to bring the most interesting part. How do you find these local brands, for example, in Ghana? It's clear about Europe, it's clear about Spice on Sri Lanka or India, but what about all the rest? Because you work not only with Netherlands, I would say, or only with Sri Lanka, you work with other GEOs also. So how do you find those brands where you don't have those conferences in particular?
Yeah, it's not very easy and it's a very multi-step and challenging process sometimes, because first you need to explore the product, you need to check the reputation for this product, and if this product has a very weak affiliate marketing and it's not easy to find some reviews, some people who already worked with this brand. So what we are trying to check, we are checking the license, their payment systems which are added on the brand, how do the registration process looks like to evaluate the conversion potentially we can get. After that, we are trying to negotiate on conditions for the offer that we will start with. We are trying to negotiate also kind of exclusivity and offer, for example, 500 FTD per week per month for a test. Maybe specify some unique welcome bonus for players that we will come from our marketing campaigns. And then we evaluate the conversion and how product performs. That's it.
But are those brands like super exclusive, super uniques for you and for your affiliates, or are those brands just another resale offer on the network?
It depends. Of course, we have many just resale offers, but we have also many brands which are exclusive and which you can't find in other networks. Mostly, these brands, they don't even have their affiliate program. So they work with us and we are like the main traffic provider for them.
Yes, super. That's clear. So if you let's divide it in two parts. First part, you are doing resale offers like other networks also have. So what is the main benefit here? Is it only the talk about the higher rate or any other special conditions which you can give to your affiliates?
We can give higher rates, of course, and these rates will be higher than average on the market. And also, we're trying to, if we see that this partner has already worked with this GEO before and they showed good results, we're able to give them a daily cap on the start without testing this brand, because we already tested it and now we have this daily cap which they can use, and we are able to give them this daily cap from the start. This way they start making money from the beginning of this process.
Yeah, caps is the main thing nowadays, I would say. And what about brands, local brands, which are exclusive with you? It's clear that you can provide a good rate, I guess, as you mentioned, for resale offers also. But the main thing, up to my opinion, about those local brands, local advertisers, that they're new to the market. And as you mentioned, you are the only affiliate network partner, if I can say so. So the main question, how to be sure that those brands will pay you for this traffic? How you can guarantee that this traffic will be paid to the affiliate? And what is the idea behind it? Why are you ready to take such a big risk here?
Yes, it's really big risk. I agree with you. And nowadays on our market, it's very dangerous. Every day, new brands are closed, and there are many scam cases which you hear about every week. So yes, I agree, it's very risky. But what we are trying to do, whether we start with small amounts, small test caps to secure our payouts, or we start with prepayment. If we see that this brand is relatively new and they are on the market for less than a year, and we can't find any additional information that we need about them, we will start with prepayment. So they will pay us for this test cap, and then we will start traffic.
Okay, did you have at least once a situation when traffic was totally fine, everything was good and you checked it, but the advertiser didn't pay for it? So what was your actions here?
Yes, we had this situation, unfortunately, but this is a good case for us because it was a scam, yes, and we didn't get paid for this traffic. And we went on social media. We wrote a huge article with all the proofs and confirmations from our side that this traffic was good, that we couldn't reach the team, we couldn't reach new owners, and they denied paying for this. So basically, the situation was like that. The project was owned by new owners, new CEO, and they said we will not pay for previous agreements because now it's not our responsibility. So this is what happened. We went on social media, and it was a huge article. After I would say 5 months, new owners they came to us. They reached us first because they saw this article, and of course it's influence and affects their reputation. So they offered to close this issue and they paid to us.
Nice. It took 5 months, but finally you reached
Yes,
the deal.
yes,
Awesome,
and
because
it's very interesting.
up to my experience and what I hear from the market, usually those advertisers just disappear, in the dust, and you never find them. Okay, lucky you. And okay, we have the deal, we have the offer, we have the exclusive advertiser. What's next? How do you adapt this offer for your partners?
So once we secure and we confirm the deal, our task is to make this attractive to our webmasters. We should analyze which traffic source potentially will perform good for this geo. Maybe it will be a streamer or influencer or just social Facebook traffic. So we prepare the clear offer with product description, with the rate and potential conversion they will get. Then we motivate our trusted partners first to try it. Maybe we offer higher payouts. Sometimes we also offer to cover these testing costs if the product will not perform well. So we will cover these testing costs to build this loyalty and long-term relationships. So I would also say we are not offering these exclusive offers for all of our partners. They go only for trusted teams, which are working with us for a long time and they are showing good results, who have already proven their quality and consistency. So these offers, they go first for the most trusted partners. After that, so we analyze which sources we can connect, which more sources we can connect to the offer, and what we can do together to expand it.
Nice. Quite a crucial approach to help your partners to work on spend, I would say, on covering all those spends for testing. That's awesome approach. And if you're watching this video, ask Anna and her colleagues for some money for tests. Why not?
Yes.
But let's try to be more specific about traffic sources, about geos. For example, what works best for you on tier one market right now? I know there is a big storm or instability. It's always there. It's iGaming, but still there are a lot of issues with SEO traffic and PPC traffic. Could you confirm, or everything is fine on your side?
Yes, it's always difficult to find new sources for high quality traffic. And I would say from tier one, the geos that are performing well for us is Canada, France. But I would say they're very demanding for traffic quality, and it's not easy to keep this quality stable. From tier one, I would mention this. From Europe, I would say Spain and Italy. They are showing very explosive growth and they are very predictable, I would say, and reliable.
Mm-hmm. And if we talk about other geos, do you work with any of those? Maybe you have tests with like Asia or Africa, or you don't have at all?
No, we have many tests, of course, and we are providing big volumes to Africa. One of our top geos for Africa is Ghana. we also used to work with Cote d'Ivoire, Zambia, Liberia. These geos, I would say, they're more unique. They're not difficult, but they're also not so popular, and there are not many teams who will work with them. But Africa, I see very good potential there. It's very popular for mobile traffic sources, and it's showing good results even for crash approaches. So yeah, it's easy for the start. If you are new on the market, if you didn't test much, you can start with Africa, and it's not very expensive to test it. So yeah, I see good potential there as well.
What is the main source of traffic for Africa, for example, for you right now? Is it influencer marketing? Is it Telegram groups? I know there are many of those for Africa. Or SEO and PPC is still on the table, and Facebook traffic is quite the same as with tier 1 countries?
I would say for Africa, it's mostly Facebook. Sometimes SEO, but Facebook is the one for Africa, because for mobile traffic sources, it's performing really well. If we talk about South America, LATAM, so there are some influencers and streamers, they can perform well. Yeah, that's it.
Is it only about Latin America if we talk about streamers and influencers, or do they work good? Do they bring good profits in other parts of the world also for you?
No, it also works great for European markets, but I would say it's also challenging to find really reliable and experienced streamer who will do good volumes and who has good audience, who is interested. So, but we are testing and we are always having new teams which do streaming. We have a few teams for European markets that we are working with for a long time. But I would say, yeah, it's also a challenging market. It's not very stable now, but it's worth to try, because there you can also make good profit and provide good volumes.
And you work with those streamers like directly, or you're using some marketing agencies? How does it usually work?
It depends. We are trying to work directly, of course, because we don't want to have a partner between us. So yes, we are trying to work directly, but also there are many agencies. But if I'm not mistaken, most agencies, they work with fixed costs, but we are more interested in CPA while working
Nice.
with
And
streamers.
influencers, they are ready to work on CPA when you work like in direct?
Yes, some streamers from these popular platforms such as Twitch, they are interested in CPA.
Very interesting. If you have any comments or any questions about those influencers or best traffic sources for offers of inside network, let us know in the comments below. We together with Anna will comment on it and provide you with the best expertise and the best answers. Let's talk more about geos, about countries. We covered like many of those already, but for sure you see some trends. So what geos are most trending among affiliates right now? And where is everyone looking now that a market like Brazil has become wide and more complex, for example, if we covered Latin America last time?
Yeah, Brazil used to be a very good market, to be honest. Yeah, and once these regulations came, it became very difficult to work with Brazil. I would say new trends and new requests that we get from our partners, they are very different. Before it was Asia, like Indonesia, Malaysia. Malaysia is a good geo, and it's not very stable, but it performs well sometimes. So I would say Asia and Pakistan, Nepal. These geos are not very easy to find, but we still get requests for them. Brazil, it's still a good geo, but I wouldn't say it's good for Facebook and for social traffic. I'm sure it performs well for PPC and SEO. So yeah, this is kind of requests we get. So it's more about exclusive geos and something you can't find easily.
Where are the biggest profits for you, like from tier 1 countries, Europe, or it is tier 3 countries? If we talk
It's
about
Europe.
money,
Yeah, it's mostly Europe.
any specific countries?
As I have said, it's Italy, Spain, France, Germany.
Very, very interesting. And if we talk about
Mhm.
traffic volumes, because Europe, that's fine, but if we compare the whole Europe to India, let's say, so 3 times bigger if we talk about India. So if we talk about traffic volumes, it is the same, or you have bigger volumes in Latin America if we talk about traffic, clicks, users, and registrations?
It depends, but of course, in Latin America and other tier 2, tier 3 geos, most of their teams they have more volumes because the CPA is less. So yeah, you can provide more, but we are trying to diversify the volumes and the geos and spread it between all countries we are working with. So I would say it depends, and it's not always stable. One month Europe will show better results, and another month it will be mostly for LATAM. So it depends.
That is very interesting part about the diversification. And if we talk about, let's say, 10 years ago, affiliates was working with one geo, one offer that was enough for them. Nowadays, everybody works worldwide. So, and you mentioned diversification even now. What do you mean? Does this affiliate who work with, let's say, Germany or any other tier 1 or European country, does he really interested in Bangladesh or Pakistan or, let's say, Ghana? Because if we compare the pure money, it is like totally percent clear that for tier 1 countries it's less. And are those affiliates also make diversification, or diversification for them only like a bunch of tier 1 countries?
No, I mostly meant diversification that we do in our network. So we are trying not to focus on one geo. Of course, if our team is focused on Germany and France, they will not go to start Bangladesh. But what I meant is that in our network, we are trying to diversify it and try not to be focused on 5 geos only. We are always testing new ones.
Yeah, for network, that's clear, like totally clear. I just wonder if are there any affiliates that are also so smart to diversify those geos, those traffic sources? Because what I see from my practice working with affiliates, when a storm happened and you have some issues with Google, Facebook, SEO, whatever, and they just stuck like for 1, 2, 3 months, they can bring no profits,
Yes.
teams disappeared and so on. And if they had those diversification quite the same as you have in your affiliate network, probably they was able to switch to Ghana, India, whatever. So
Yes, you're right, and unfortunately, not all affiliates are doing it. I wish they could switch and diversify their resources reasonable. It would be great because you wouldn't stop traffic and you would always make profit. So yeah, I
yeah,
agree that not all teams, not all partners are doing it.
the main advice here is to prepare your future business today, right now, even if everything is fine with you, with tier 1, with tier 3, whatever, you're doing good. Keep in mind that it is not forever. So keep in mind you should invest some of your budgets in tests. And I think Anna would be happy to help you with those tests and new offers and new ideas what to cover. So
Mm.
that's fine about geos. That's totally clear. And if we talk about traffic sources, we already covered the traffic sources in comparison from geo to geo. What are the biggest volumes for this traffic? Like biggest volume on Facebook because it's super popular for everybody. It has a huge coverage, or it doesn't. What do you think about it? If we talk about traffic volume, if we talk about money.
Well, I think Facebook is still staying as one of the top sources, and all brands, all networks, all teams, they are interested in Facebook. And now, when we started dividing approaches for Facebook, we didn't do it before, as far as I remember, not always. So now we have this crash and slots approach and other games, and now it's becoming more and more popular. And for every country, it performs different. Not all advertisers are interested in crash approaches for Europe, but as I have said, for Africa, it can perform really well.
The main thing here that sometime when you work with affiliates, let's say you're interested in a slot approach, let's say Book of Ra or any Pneumatic or any copies of those brands, and the advertiser requests this type of traffic, and you negotiate it with affiliate, and the affiliate provide you, it's slot traffic, but it used to be crash games or something. Why is he doing that? Very simple. CPA of crash game like 50, 60,
Yeah.
$70. CPA of slot game lead is something around 2, 3, even 4 and 500. It depends and varies from geo to geo. So the question here is, how do you check this traffic quality? For sure, we care about affiliates, and we would like your affiliates to earn money, but we also care about advertisers. That's why I ask.
Yes.
So how do you check the traffic quality? How the advertiser can be sure that traffic is good and the traffic he paid is what he bought in the very beginning?
Yes, so what we ask from the partner is the confirmation of their accounts, which will show which creatives they used. And of course, they are not always eager to provide it. But if we have this case that we gave the offer for slots approach and we see the report where all players played chicken game, of course, here we start the negotiation. We request all the confirmations from the account with links with creatives. It can be even a screencast or video of the account. So once we have this information, we check it and we see that, okay, this partner, he did it right, so we don't have questions to our webmaster. Then we go to advertiser and we're trying to analyze and check why it happened. So it's very long discussions, and it's not easy. But I think in our reality, in our market, this is something what is happening very often, and you need to adjust to these kind of situations. You need to be fair. Yes, and you need to analyze a lot, and you need to check many things in the reports, to pay attention to many details in this kind of reports. So yeah, this is how we are solving these cases.
That's clear about approaches, about demonstrating creatives and even screen sharing to you. There is also one big theme. If we take about fake leads, about fraud, it's quite easy nowadays to generate not only registrations, but even deposits with all those crypto methods, with all those card services and so on. So I believe this is also a big part, unfortunately, of our industry. So how do you track, how do you figure out those fraud activities, if you track?
Well, of course, it's tracked by the advertiser, but we are checking it, and we don't have access to all kind of reports in the account. But if we see that this kind of activity can be the case here, we ask for all kind of reports. Sometimes they can also show the IP address, the email player used, like the date of birth they mentioned, the name, and you can also analyze and see this activity by this kind of information. So yeah, we are always in touch with our advertisers, and we're trying to request as much information as possible. Of course, they not always provided due to security reasons, but I know there are cases when they can do it. So if it's possible, we request as much we can, and we analyze it together.
That's clear. And if we talk about traffic, about traffic generation, fake leads, and traffic quality, what I have in mind, KPI system. I know a lot of brands on the market has this system. That means that you should not only bring the traffic, but your traffic should make first deposit, second deposit, like minimum amount of bets, and there are many things. It varies from company to company. Do you have anything like that on your side?
Yes, of course. For some specific traffic sources like influencers, we apply our own KPIs. So we sometimes don't use KPIs advertiser gives us. And of course, we work with offers with KPIs. And for me, I would say it's easy to work with KPIs because here you see exactly what you get and what you will pay for. So
Kinda easy. I can argue that a little because those KPIs, let's be honest, they not always depends just on the affiliate. They also depends on the
yes,
operator, on the brand. It depends on their retention system, on their bonus system, on their call centers if they have any. There are many factors that which can influence those KPIs. So
yes.
where is the golden middle, I would say, in bringing the good traffic with good KPIs and in good traffic converting? By the way, if traffic converts bad on the brand, how do you communicate to the direct advertiser? Do you ask him for additional emails, for additional boosts on the product for this traffic or not?
We ask for all the bonuses, promo codes they can send, and also we are checking, we're trying as much as we can to check if there were any issues with payment systems, with the product itself, and why the conversion wasn't stable. We also check deposit attempts that all of our registrations did and why they stopped, why it was declined, and why it didn't succeed. So we are trying to check all of this.
Super. So the main conclusion is to negotiate everything, ask questions, and get your results ready. To finalize this part, what are the top 3 geos for you right now in Inside Network?
I would say it's Ghana from tier 3, it's Argentina from LATAM, from tier 1 it's Canada, and from Europe, here Italy and Spain.
Super. And we talk about casino traffic or betting traffic is like the same situation.
We talk about casino and betting because we are gambling affiliate network. We divide it, but mostly casino and 30-40% is betting.
Okay, that's clear. Thank you for your recommendation. This is a key strategic choice to choose those geos which are right now active, to choose a partner which helps you with everything. For our audience, which of these new top geos do you find most promising? Let us know in the comments below. Africa is growing, Latin America have new regulations is coming around the globe. Canada with LTV or stable, Europe, or it's unstable nowadays. So it varies. Let us know in the comment below what do you work with, what is the most promising geo up to your opinion, and let us know that in the comments. Don't forget about putting a like on this video, subscribe to our channel to follow for more interesting insights from guests like Anna. Anna, one more thing, one more final question for you about regulations, because the video called and this podcast called about regulations. What do you think? What are the trends on the market in part of regulations? Like what will be the new promising geo? We just covered what is actual for us right now. What are the regulation trends up to your opinion? Because what I see, they became stricter and stricter. It's harder to work, and like everything is unclear now. What is your opinion about it?
Yeah, it's hard to say what is the trend in geo will be, but I think it will not become easier for us. We will have more regulations, and we should to learn how to adjust to all of this. I think new emerging markets will become more popular, such as Paraguay, because Latin America, as I have said, Argentina is one of the top geos for us. It's performing well, and there are many countries in LATAM which most of partners, most of webmasters didn't try yet, and I'm sure they will become more popular. And I think Europe and some tier one countries, they will stay more stable. They will still stable for some time. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Thank you for this deep and honest breakdown. We've seen that success in 2025 is not about chasing the one golden geo or one golden traffic source. It's about smart diversification, about deep understanding of business models and creating real value for your partners. This was a true inside look. For everyone who wants to follow where the market is heading right now and get fresh insights, subscribe to the Inside Instagram and follow Anna Kulesh on LinkedIn, on Instagram. The links, as always, are in the description below. Final question for our audience. Which under the radar geo in 2025-2026, up to your opinion, where in your opinion is the next blue ocean hiding? Share your predictions in the comments below. Thank you for watching. It was Peaky podcast. See you on the next one.
Thank you.